So today I'm going to be sharing with you the difference between a grade 4 and a grade 9 description. So let me share my screen with you all. And this is part of the snowy scene. So you can go back from my videos and you'll see a snowy scene. And I asked you to describe it and what vocabulary you would use. So this is a grade 4 description. And of course, it's not a complete answer, it's just part of it. So, on a cold, dark night, a quiet street is covered with a fresh layer of snow, like a giant has sprinkled sugar from their lair. The snow glistens faintly under the light of a street lamp, casting a soft glow over the scene. A small red car sits still, blanketed in white, parked near a wooden shelter. The shelter's roof is thick with snow, and its sign is barely visible, making it a scary presence. Behind the fence, the houses stand tall and neat, their windows shining dimly in the distance, the only signs of life. Everything feels calm and peaceful, with only the faint outlines of trees in the background. The air seems cold but still, and the snow makes the street look magical. So, what do you notice about this? So, first of all, they've written in correct sentence structures. It's grammatically correct, correct punctuation. All of that is, fantastic. But you may also notice that it seems quite repetitive. The sentences are all of a similar length. They have got some interesting sentence starters, like beneath the fence, everything feels calm. So that's great. They have various sentence starters. But overall, it's quite formulaic, isn't it? Also, it reads more like a list. They kind of just list what they're seeing. There are some adjectives there, which are great. And they have made an attempt to use some similes like a giant sprinkled sugar from the lair. However, it seems a little bit disjointed. And the reason for this is because they haven't got a really clear sense of direction. They've not created any semantic fields. On the one hand, they've got like a giant, and at the end they say magical. Kind of links, doesn't it? Because giants could be, I guess, considered, magical, and they're not real, are they? At least fantasy. But then they kind of evoke something that's scary, by saying that explicitly stating that the shelter has a scary presence. But they don't really expand on that. And then immediately after that, where they've kind of created this sense of, doubt or fear, they've gone on to say how the houses stand neat and tall. So it's good to have juxtaposition, but it's not fully expanded on. So it feels more like a list rather than anything else. Equally, some of the simile there, it doesn't seem to fit the style. It seems quite juvenile. It's really important that when you're using these techniques that you think about what you're saying, what you're trying to convey, and how you're trying to express your ideas. Now let's compare this to the grade 9 answer. So the clouds hung low and ominous, their thick smoky forms spiraling across the night sky like ancient sentinels. They loomed over the frozen landscape, suffocating the faintest traces of starlight and cloaking the street in a haunting twilight. Snow spiraled wildly in the biting wind, each flake spinning and hovering as though held aloft by some unknown dark force, before settling to join the unbroken, pristine expanse below. The icy ground smothered the grass beneath, while faintly shimmering with an ephemeral glow under the piercing glare of the street lamp, whose cold light sliced through the shadows like a sword. A single burgundy car lay marooned amidst the wintry chaos, subdued beneath a heavy mantle of frost. Around it, the picket fence jutted upwards like jagged teeth, its wooden slats glazed with ice, wobbling slightly, as if threatening to leap from the ground and attack. So, what do you notice about this one? So, the reason this is a grade 9 answer is because they've elaborated on the ideas. I mean, you can see that and they will go on to expand on that. You can see how they've separated the car and making it its own. So, they're zooming in on that. So, they're going to zoom in on more details. They vary their sentence starters. And you can also see there's a semantic field. There's a semantic field of like war. We've got sentinels, we've got attack, we've got um, like swords. Yeah. So you can see that there's this semantic field of war or conflict there. You've also got this semantic field of haunting or horror. We've got haunting twilight, suffocating, unknown dark force, ephemeral glow. So all of that contributes to this haunting atmosphere. And you can see as well that they've used some high-end vocabulary, but for impact. Mostly they've just used their vocabulary creatively and purposefully to create the atmosphere and impact that they want to have. So you can see that the students most likely can the answer. They vary their sentences as well. They could vary it more as well. I'm sure they will go on to do that. You want to make sure that you're using a wider variety of punctuation as well. But overall, this is a really strong piece. Um, they've also thought about what details they want to bring to life. Okay. So I hope that you can see the differences. If there's any other differences that you can spot, do let me know in the comments. And if you've got any questions, let me know. And if you've got any descriptions that you've done based on that snow scene, please feel free to send them over. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. Bye for now.